out here in beautiful Oak Glen at Snowline Orchard. I'm here with Linda. Linda, there's a lot of people talking about your place. What put you guys on the map up here?
Well, it used to be our 36 varieties of apples. And then it was our 3 different kinds of cider, cherry apple, raspberry apple, and our plain apple cider. Now it's those crazy little apple cider mini donuts.
We put out to our fans on Facebook, hey, what's a place in the IE you want us to go to? And your place popped up. So we did a little research on you online, and oh my goodness, there's a lot of people talking about these little donuts and your orchard.
That's right.
Why are people talking about the donuts?
They are so delicious, and to be able to get them warm, fresh, right off of the machine, it's amazing.
Okay, before we get to the donuts, tell me about the orchard. How many different varieties of apples you said?
We grow 36 different varieties of apples. We've been here since 1898. We have a lot of very historic things here that we really absolutely love. And then on weekends we have music, we have a great barbecue, we have other activities going on too.
For those of you that watch Inland Empire Explorer, you know we try not to go to restaurants or places of business at their peak of business because we don't want to interrupt the flow. And you had mentioned to not come out here on the weekends. Why is that?
On the weekends, aside from not even finding a parking place, we also have a very long donut line. And that donut line will wrap out the door all the way down the cooler. And if you're all the way to that very end, it could take you up to an hour to get your donuts.
What are you putting in these donuts to make people wait an hour for them?
We make our donuts with our apple cider, and it makes it a very great cider donut. We've tried it with just apple juice off season, doesn't taste near as good. So, and being able to see them being made, and cinnamon sugar put on warm donuts, there's nothing like it.
This, Oak Glen is such a unique area to the IE, right? I mean, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there another place that has, the apple? No, this is it.
No place else in the Inland Empire. We like to say we're the closest thing to the East Coast that you're ever going to get, especially here in Southern California. We get the changing of the colors, we get the cold atmosphere, and then we have those donuts and cider.
But you're open throughout the year, though.
This past year, we opened mid-May weekends. And then once we had our, then we started doing like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it got busier, and we said, okay, 7 days a week again.
Wow.
So we've been open 7 days a week since the 1st of July.
Wow, okay. So when you watch this, it might be a different time of year, so make sure you check our website to find out, inlandempireexplorer.com, to find out what times you're gonna be open. All right, we're gonna go in and try these donuts. All right, we're gonna watch them be made, and then we're gonna eat them, right?
Sounds good.
I say we. Have you already had donuts today?
No, I've made them for so many years, I pretty much don't eat them, but I'll have one with you.
You'll have one?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't wanna be the only one eating donuts. All right, well, let's go check them out. Try some of these world famous IE
donuts, please.
All right. Hot and fresh. All right.
There you go. Wow. You go for one, I'll go for one.
All right, there we go. Very light. Warm cinnamon.
Yummy, yummy.
So I'm on my 3rd already. And people are questioning, should we get a dozen for 4 people?
Right. I've had people do a dozen and then they'll come back and get another dozen. It's like, oh, that wasn't enough.
That one, here's Scott, by the way. I don't think we've had him on camera. Your husband, Scott. I've got to give these to Melissa. Oh my goodness, there's like 4 left in there. I know how many's in there. So what are the different options that we have here?
Right now, we have got some historic apples called heritage apples.
Okay.
And those are the kinds you just don't find in the grocery store anymore. Pippins, Macintosh. Laura Red is one that's unique up here to this area here, and it's one of my favorites.
So you said historic apples up here, so these are apples that are heritage, only grown up in this area?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's just one of those older variety of apples that most people aren't growing anymore. The big commercial growers are going to the newer varieties, the Honeykiss, the Candy Crisp, the Pink Brayburn Pink Lady.
I didn't even have a clue that all these different apple varieties existed. That's amazing. All right. And then people just come up and they can sample
They
all
get to sample them, yes.
All right, so this is the Laurel Red. It's amazing. I need to pay more attention to the differences in fruits because I had no idea there was such a difference.
And at the grocery store, you don't get to taste them, so you don't know the difference of them.
Yeah. So can we actually go and see apples being pressed?
Yes, we can. That's a great place to go.
Cool. I'm following you.
Noisy, but let's
All right,
go.
let's go. Straight off the press. So that noise we're hearing is the apples being
ground.
Okay.
They go up a little ladder where they're washed, drops into a hopper where they're ground up, pumped by a hose over here onto these pallets.
So that's what he pumped right now.
Then he takes the frame off, folds it up in an envelope.
Now why is he putting that blanket around it?
That's what keeps all the pulp and everything from squishing out.
Ah.
This is how dry it will be when he's done.
Oh wow, okay, so this is the starting point of it.
Yes.
Pressing it and getting all the juices out.
This is just sitting, how it just, it's draining out of it. That stack used to look like that.
Wow, you can see how much liquid is in there compared to...
Now he's going to start pressing this one. He turns it so it's going to lift up, and they're going to unfold all of these envelopes and drop out this pulp. It's tipped in the hole.
Oh wow, that is.
No juice left in it.
No juice at all. Wow. So we moved to a different part of, is it the barn? Do you call it the barn?
Shed.
Shed, okay, the shed. And where are we now?
We're in back at the grading table, and this is where we bring our apples in after we pick them, and we're sorting them according to size and taking out the bad ones.
Oh, I see. So it's basically just going over a screen right here.
Yeah,
If it's
and the
too
little
small,
ones fall out.
It's right here.
Yeah. Here, they're brushed off just to take off the dirt and leaves.
I'm just looking at all of the moving parts. This
And
is so
old.
2000, right?
Yeah.
This has been around for a while, huh?
Probably since the 30s and 40s.
Wow. All right.
So from here, they go across this table where they roll around, and that's where we'll find the bad ones. From here, they go through another place where it's kind of like taking the apple and rubbing it on your pants to shine it up, make it all nice and shiny. And then they roll down across the table.
Holy mackerel, I didn't realize how big this thing was. Wow. Okay. Wow. Now, how often do you run this machine?
Every time we bring fruit in, it has to go.
Okay.
Because the first thing we want to do is get it cleaned up, get them sorted out, take out the bad apples, because one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch.
I've heard that before.
Yes. And then from there, get them cold as soon as possible to get them their longest life.
Do you get tired of apples?
No, not necessarily. No. I
Not
might not eat them every day, but as soon as we got a new variety like this wine sap, I can't wait to bite into it because I like the wine sap. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Yeah. This is such a treat, Scott, Linda. I thank you guys so much for taking us on this tour. We need to move on, but on my way out, I'll grab this box right here, 4 dozen donuts, and I'm out of here. There you go. Snowline Orchard up here in Oak Glen.